Nice. We're here. Mr. Chris, thank you for coming on.
That's all right. Glad
Very
to be
big
here.
thank you. As always, sort of trying to have a guess where we are. We were just discussing, do you think anybody will get it?
I reckon someone's
There's got to be a
someone's
few
got
that
it.
might.
Someone from my Instagram definitely is,
Yeah,
is gonna,
for sure.
gonna get it. I reckon.
And thank you to whoever's stored this boulder mat. It means that Chris's arse cheeks
Yeah, I get a seat.
are nice and
Yeah.
comfy. But it's great to see you and great to have you on. It's been I've been wanting to get you on for a while. It's one of those that I've been sort of poking you over
I've
the
been
last
chatting about it for a
6 months.
long time.
And me and Zach sort of being a bit iffy with season 1 and season 2.
That's it. And for you being all over the UK.
Yeah, it's hard to just sort of always squeeze it in. It was good last year, but yeah, it's been nice to just get it in now, isn't it? But we've had a nice little climb season, haven't we?
Yeah. Did his first lead solo.
Yeah, my first lead solo in the nice wet rain.
Yeah. No falls.
No falls, yeah.
No fear.
No fear. It's actually really good. But we'll touch on the rope solo stuff a little bit deeper, and I could sit there and waffle the whole thing about it, to be honest. But yeah, sort of a bit about you then, Chris. Who are you? What do you do? All of those shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm a climber. Been climbing for like 8 years or something now, like actually rock climbing, but I spent a lot of time in the mountains a long time before that, since I was a very small child.
More like sort of starters, hill walking type.
Yeah, hill walking, then scrambling, then like indoor bouldering, and then slowly move outdoors, and then learning to trad climb in sky. But
where did it all start? Where was like the very start of your sort of outdoor journey?
Outdoor journey was like 11 years old, so I was like just going into the hills on my own every day. I was like an ADHD kid that was just literally spending every day in the hills, and I've got like pictures of me as an 11-year-old sleeping in a cave in the mountains when I should have been at school.
By yourself?
Yeah.
No way.
And then winter came along when I was like 12, I think, and then I'm still wanting to get out. Obviously, winter's much more dangerous.
And where is this?
This is Lake District.
Lake
So I'm
District.
living at the lakes at this point.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get out on my own in the winter, and my mum's like freaking out because it's just going to be pretty deathly.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
An 11-year-old running around as well.
In the winter hills, exactly. And I don't have any kit, like no crampons, axes or anything. We couldn't afford it. It's so expensive getting into the sport.
It's just you. It's just all you had is your enthusiasm to
Yeah,
get out.
that's it. A lot of that. Didn't even have a waterproof jacket. I've been like sleeping for days out in the hills in the pouring rain with no waterproof shell for the past couple of years, completely on my own.
No
and it shows like how little you like,
can. Yeah, it shows you what you can get by on, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Really?
Change of clothes, just keep changing.
A bit of determination, grit in your teeth. You can do anything, can't you?
Not that I recommend it now as a person that sells kit for a living.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But you're in your paradise now and never.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. But then yes, I wanted to get out in winter, and my mum's freaking out, so she put a post on Facebook, like my kid's going crazy and he's going up in the hills no matter what, and I can't afford to pay a guide, so I could do like a bit of help as like how to get him into it. Is there anywhere I can get cheap kit for him or like cheap instruction? And actually, a ton of like winter MCIs get in touch.
No
and
way,
like,
that's such a nice thing for your mum to do.
100%.
Like that's
it's such a nice thing for the MCIs to do.
Yeah, to reach back out.
Absolutely. And instead of just giving advice, one of them takes me out on multiple days.
Sick.
And teaches me how to use crampons, axes. We do like some grade 2 winter gullies and things and ridge lines.
That's amazing. Do you know who that was? Have you ever stayed in contact?
I don't know. His name has completely lost me now.
Oh my god.
So I've tried to like
retrace your steps and almost 100%, find who.
But like I can't get his name. But whoever it was, like it's paved the way for me massively.
Yeah, that is surely on Facebook like memories. Your mum still has.
Yeah, maybe I should get her to look.
Because you should screenshot that post and whack it in like all the mountaineering communities on Facebook.
Yeah,
and just see if you can. The internet's very good at finding people now. There's got to be a way to find this guy.
Absolutely.
Sort of.
So he takes me out and I get into winter climbing, and I don't really have proper boots, but you can kind of get away with mountaineering crampons on stiffish boots. So I have like some ex-military stiffish boots, are really cheap. And then I get my first ice axes, and I get like fully. So I'm a kid. So
how cool
I
did
want the
you
most
feel at that
aggressive
point?
ones possible.
Yeah,
So I'm going.
Give me the ergonomics.
That's
right
it. That's
over
basically what
exaggerated.
I heard. So it's ones that discontinued now, or Rivaltech. But yeah, they're basically like an ergonomic. They're super aggressive tech axes, and I get a pair, and I'm walking around doing easy gullies and ridge lines.
Look at some grade 1 gullies going.
That's it, 100%. But probably look like a total tool. But I mean, as a kid, no one's gonna think. It's like just got what you got.
This kid's on one, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And that kind of sparked the love of it. So I kind of started with winter, technicality wise, like it's in the technical ground. I started with winter.
I suppose that gives you a lot of grit in your teeth, sort of, because it's those like winter moments that, when it comes to summer and they're longer days, you're like, oh, well, I've been in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I was
so starting with that must have been like sort of a rocket to go.
Yeah, I had some pretty nights as a kid, like in named storms. Like, I didn't check the weather back then. I didn't know what I was doing.
You had an iPhone on tap to sort of give you Met Office, was it really?
Yeah. I just go off grid for days in these named storms.
Your poor mum, like, what point does she call Mountain Rescue in that situation? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. When I ended up like boarding at one point, so I mean, in boarding school for a little bit for various reasons, but the school call my mother asking like where I am, and she's like, "Well, you should know."
Yeah.
And I'm sleeping in a cave.
If he's gone to the hills, it's a normal thing. Chris just goes and like
that's it,
runs around.
That's it. And nothing's changed. There.
Yeah. So you'd have the border school like sort of panicking a little bit in that sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That's brilliant.
He's just not turning up. Yeah, exactly. And that was my childhood really. And then I got in a storm with like my crappy tent. And it's like in the winds, it would fold over and touch you on the chest and come back up. It's like pretty scary nights.
Yeah,
I like one where like pole broke. I'm just wrapped up in the tent.
It's just a second sleeping bag at that
that's
point.
That's it, exactly. Like a makeshift bivvy bag.
And this was sort of all around sort of your early teens.
Early teens.
All of this was.
Up until kind of late teens.
Nice. And there was no sort of. It was just sort of gully bashing and.
It was gully bashing and ridge lines. Yeah. So like in summer it became like grade 3 scrambles.
Nice.
But I didn't know really what that number meant.
Yeah. And was it then sort of at this point that you started then going into the bouldering scene and sort of?
No, not until like second year of uni actually.
Oh right, so there was sort of quite a big gap between.
Yeah. So it was lots of this. I mean, like I say, like climbing's so expensive.
Yeah.
So like and even as like a hiker back then, and someone that's just scrambling a lot, you don't really know what the world of climbing is or means. Like you're still pretty far removed from it.
I remember in my early sort of hiking days, climbing wasn't even on my mind at all.
That's it.
Before I found climbing wasn't really a thing I looked at.
100%. And then it wasn't until uni when I started with like the climbing club at university that things kind of clicked. And immediately went outside and started bouldering and like started doing lots of highballing.
Oh yeah. And was this you just going out by yourself? No.
Yeah, for the most part.
No pads. Yeah. Any pads?
I did get a pad.
You had a single pad.
Yeah. But doing massive like 15 meter to 20 meter high balls. Or like there was a.
And again, is this in Lakes? This is
actually in Gloucestershire at this point.
Oh, you're in Gloucestershire.
University down there. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
And there's like.
Would this have been? Oh, I'm thinking of the crag because I think we've spoken about this crag before. It's the closest one to Swindon because that's all I've got.
Yeah, there's a couple
8 metre.
That's it.
Crag overlooking Cheltenham Racecourse.
That's the one, and it's actually got like trad lines on it.
Yeah,
but I didn't really know what that meant, so I'm just
it was just you were high ball
and they're 8 meters, so like it's
so it's
a high ball anyway.
I suppose you could say that pad would do something
a little bit. Yeah, exactly. A soft landing, I think. It's all right, but so that's kind of how I learnt really, and then Forest of Dean has some like boulders there as well.
I mean, Wingcliffe. Did you ever go to?
I didn't go to Wingcliff. No, I mean I didn't drive.
Oh yeah,
so I can only go where buses get me. It's the same as true. I can only go where buses get me or bike can get me.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, it's showing how you can make the most of what you've got.
Absolutely.
Point,
yeah, 100%. I think if you put your mind to it and just put a bit of effort in,
it's having that grit, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's always having that grit.
Definitely. And then so after that lockdown, I get into like training really hard. I've got like on every doorway I've put little edges so I can hang on to.
Oh, sick.
I like strongest I've ever been, like doing front levers and things. But my climbing goes to shit. Like
it was just like calisthenics.
Yeah, you get really
training.
strong, but like your climbing is just awful.
But yeah, because you're not doing the movement side. I'm just going to check this because I'm paranoid. Always paranoid. Rookie podcaster doesn't know if it records. It's still going. No. Yes, it is.
What was I saying?
You were at the point where you're just sort of training all the calisthenics.
Yeah, training
the climbing stuff sort of went out the window because it was just strength based.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to isolate because I was a carer. So I'm completely isolating with my mother as a carer, and then just training all the time. I can't go to the shops or anything, so I'm literally just training really, really hard. And then as things kind of ease and she gets a little bit less stressed about the whole thing, I can start to go to the local crag. And it's at this point where I start to get into the trad a little bit more. I'll start doing like some top rope soloing and then actually soloing. I like solo some reasonably hard things, head pointing it, so like practicing on a rope and then
sort
of
just
that.
Going for yourself.
Yeah, and got like my first ease in and things like that. As someone that never even really tied into a rope properly.
Just sort of sending it straight off the bat.
That's it.
So I can have that a little bit closer. Again, rookie podcaster getting scared that it's not going to record.
Yeah, you can.
Just don't want Zach to beat me up when he's editing it.
So I'm like getting into that a little bit more. There's like a sandstone crag really nearby and I get the train to it every day. And I'm just there every single day, top rope soloing. And then the climbing starts to improve and you see progress really, really quickly. And then lockdown eases and I just move straight to the Isle of Skye and then get really focused on the trad and like tie into a rope properly for the first time.
So how long was you in Isle of Skye for?
3 years in Skye.
And this was just after COVID?
This is just after COVID as it's easing.
Amazing.
I'm moving to somewhere mountainous.
Yes.
And getting in the mountains again.
So that's from Gloucestershire to...
Yeah, well, my mother was in Carlisle, so I leave university slightly early to care for her.
Oh, right, okay.
And then, and then it's like 2 years of complete isolation. And then Skye. So I was like, I need the mountains now.
Yeah, for sure. It's everyone's release though, isn't it? It's
100%.
The majority of the people you talk to in the outdoors, it's like, it allows you just to forget everything.
100%.
And just sort of focus on what you want
in that time, it was like the best thing I could have possibly have done.
Yeah.
And then, get into trad, meet some friends that kind of teach me properly, but I'm kind of winging it.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to climb.
That's it, exactly.
I don't care about putting in that cam or tying in.
Exactly, it's just like when I was a kid, just like wrapping myself up in a tent, not knowing what I was doing. It's exactly the same. I was just putting a rope on and like, it'll be fine.
It'll be okay. Yeah, I'll pop in a bit if you want me to. Is it?
Exactly that, because I've been really strong. I've done like some hard solos. You've got so much confidence. I think a bit too much confidence. I think there's like a...
Do you think it was good to get on the rope to sort of bring you back down to earth a little bit in that sense?
Yeah, and I think the best thing for me was like after Skye, moving to Sheffield and then having a big fall. I think and
was this in peaks?
This is the peak, yeah. The big fall broke my ankle, but I think there's a graph of confidence and stupidity, especially with men in the outdoor scene.
Yeah, it's always like spurred on by role models in a sense, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
so you're looking up to people,
absolutely,
and you're going, well, they're pushing it.
Yeah.
Why am I
absolutely
not gonna sort of push it every now and then and give stuff a go? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
It's like that healthy. It's not really competition though, is it? No, you're looking up to the person. You idolise these people who are pushing it and taking 100%. It to another level.
In climbing, you're always being humbled every day. Like,
it's a big thing with it, isn't it?
Yeah,
really,
absolutely. There's always someone better. There's no point trying to compete with anyone because it's not really a thing. Like every climb is so different. It's all very, very personal and completely independent to you, which is why I've done so much soloing.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to have your own completely independent thing just for yourself.
Sure.
And I don't think it's competitive, but you're right. You definitely idolise these other people. You look at routes they've done and like, if only I could.
It's just how it's like. It's not even like you're pushing it because you're addicted to the adrenaline. So you always wanting to. I think any sort of person wants to test their boundaries, don't they? And,
yeah, a little bit, absolutely.
I mean, it's almost that thing of always staying in comfort. You're never really going to see a hell of a lot of progression in that sense, are you? So when you're sort of in that zone where you're like, well, I've been comfortable for a while now on this grade.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's time to look at this.
100%.
And then full.
Absolutely. Yes, I think all guys, they go like really, really confident, really strong. Because as guys, it's really easy for us to just put on muscle mass and get strong, and then throw yourself at something and you build loads of confidence really quickly because you're not going to fall off that little crimp because you've been training so hard for it. And so confidence just goes really, really high, and you go up and up the grades. And you kind of really, really hard, and then something's bound to happen because you're like pushing it way beyond where your experience level should really be putting you at. So something happens and you take a fall, and you break something, and then the biggest recovery there is not the injury, it's that mental fortitude that you lost in that injury. So like for me, it was, I just came into a slab hard, I didn't even hit the floor, I did everything right and still broke my ankle.
So even when things do go your way,
absolutely,
you still could be taking a backward step with
100%.
something
So
like
there's
that.
a huge risk involved that it just wasn't really taken into account at that time. And I think all guys need that little bit of a dip to then slowly build it back up. Take the time to learn again. Am I placing good gear? How do I be more efficient? And do these risk assessments en route each time.
I think I've always come into these sports with a level, because my lesson was before the outdoors existed in my life. I had ACL reconstruction at 13. So I think I've always, my lesson early on was, I'm not invincible. Like things can hit the fan. 100%. So I think I come in with my head in that sort of way where you're thinking, this plus this could equal bad.
Absolutely.
So maybe
as a kid, I was just getting away with it. Every day.
And I think for me, coming in with that head, I've always been like, when I am on a day where I have pushed it, a bit like I did with you, and I haven't said, so when you picked me up, you're like, are you doing this today? And I'm there going, I'm not going to say yes yet. I always have to go off how I'm feeling at the time, at the moment. And if I look up and go, this will go, then there's no real looking again. It's just rack up.
Absolutely.
Let's go. But if I think I've got, because of that little life lesson so early with that big injury, I think I've had days where I just rock up to the crag, go, nah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what?
I do.
No,
100%.
I'm just going to either chill on something else on a bottom rope, or I'm going to get in the van and
that probably comes from paddling as well, right? Like you assess everything, and then there's that moment where the
decision needs to
commit and,
for sure,
and go for it. And
and also I think with paddling, being surrounded by some amazing paddlers in North Wales and in Scotland, anytime I've paddled, I've been really lucky in that sense. But I think there's an importance to saying there as well, that I'm really like, as much as I'm paddling with these guys, I don't need to try and be this person, because I know that I'm leaps and bounds sort of away from them in that sense. So there's been a lot of days where you go, am I kicking myself because I didn't run that? But then you go, no, like I can't be angry at myself for saying no. You always still leave the day fulfilled, because you're there, you're not hurt, so you've clearly made
on the
a good
day
decision.
I broke my ankle, I was not feeling it.
This was my knee. Like I did mine playing rugby, right? And it's a bit of a weird example off topic with the outdoors as such, but like I remember being in a terrible mood, and the teachers kept going, do you want to play today? And I was like, no, don't want to play today, don't want to play. And then at the final straw, I was like, do you know what, I'll play. And I clearly wasn't 100% that day.
100%.
And then, boom.
That's exactly
12
what
months
happened
out of physical activity at the age of 13.
So the fall I'd taken, so there's 3 routes in a line, E4, E6, E7. I'd taken the fall on the E6 already, and I was going for the E7.
Right, okay.
So I'd taken that whip several times, like 5 or 6 times I'd taken that whip and been completely fine. But on days where I was feeling pretty good, and then did it and it was fine, so I was like, cool, I'm going to push it one further. And then, I jump on it and I take that same fall, and when you're not feeling it, you make little silly mistakes. I had my heel slightly behind the rope and things like that, so I had a little bit of a turning force as I fell, which weighted one ankle more than the other, so it just was like,
it wasn't like equally balanced at that point,
so it just couldn't take it. So I just took a little bit.
Was it a clean break? Like
It was a fracture. It was so it wasn't the actual injury wasn't that bad.
Got off best you could.
Yeah,
But it's still going to
absolutely.
set you back mentally, isn't it? Like,
That was the recovery time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm only really getting back mentally to where I was now.
and this
is
was
years
how
later.
many?
3 or 4 years later.
Yeah, Christ alive.
Something like that.
So it's crazy that.
Yeah, it really stays with you.
It's funny though because I would say you got past that ages ago.
No, I think
Personally, anyway.
committing on lead is different. So
yeah,
so
I
certainly
suppose
like,
so because that is you're committing on lead there to what he's 6, he's 7.
yeah, exactly. You're
So
committing
that's
onto hard
different to
things.
you
Yeah.
jumping on maybe an easier solo over the last couple of years, isn't
Absolutely.
it? I suppose?
Yeah, soloing's so different because you're not considering a fall.
Yeah.
That doesn't come into it. But committing to moves, I mean, this was even on like E1s and 2s. It wasn't nearly that hard where I was struggling to commit.
Yeah.
I'd struggle to commit on an E1 just to a tricky move. Because I'd be like, oh, if I fall, I might just break
what
my
if?
foot. Yeah, exactly.
What
That's
if
it.
this happens?
100%.
What if?
And that stayed with me until maybe like just before this last winter.
Yeah.
And now I'm really getting past it and feeling really good again.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think like soloing helps with head game when you run out. It doesn't help with the committing to those harder moves, those more committing moves.
Yeah.
At all.
And do you ever feel like were you now, when it comes to committing moves, are you always thinking, I'm going to get 1 or 2 bits in now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you say that fall then really changed how?
Yeah,
you're
my risk assessment
overcoming
before
those?
committing is now greater.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just like blindly.
Was there anything different you did that day? Would you say that you look back on and go,
Not
could have been
really.
prevented?
I just shouldn't have climbed on that route that day.
yeah,
I should have just listened to my gut and be like, nah, it's not the day for it. And gone home. And just gone back another day.
yeah? And it's that important to say no, isn't it?
That's
comes
it.
back to
But in
there.
retrospect, it's always easy.
Yeah. It's always easy to go, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very true.
But yeah, now like my risk assessment is much greater for committing something. It's like, do I have a ledge I can hit? Is my BLA watching? All these other things that I wasn't considering before.
Factor into
I
it.
will
Yeah.
have a think before I go. And at the start of like the mental recovery side, that stuff would then freak me out. So I'd think about that, and that would freak me out. Whereas now
Right.
I'll think about that, think critically, and then commit.
Yeah.
Which I think is what is taking the time. But I think that's the benefit of having that experience.
Yeah, it's a good. It's just one of those little life lessons, isn't it? That
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
actually good to go through.
Yeah. 100%.
So then, when did the move to Fort William sort of take place? How long have you been up?
So I was
now?
in Sheffield for just under 2 years, I think, and I'd been doing a ton of soloing, a ton of climbing, and then injured myself towards the end of that, and it felt like I needed something else.
But needing a bit of a change in your life again.
Yeah,
type of thing.
exactly. It was just like a bit of a turning point. It was like, I think I need to go in the mountains again. Maybe do some easier stuff again. Like the Peak District is really good for like trying to push yourself.
Yeah,
routes are
and
short.
easy walk-ins.
That's
It's
it. Absolutely. Like,
and there's
you
a
don't-
lot. There's a lot of climbing there, isn't there?
100%.
You've got
Absolutely.
hundreds,
100%.
thousands of routes.
That's it.
like, it's
Absolutely. And so for pushing your
incredible.
grade, it's really easy. For like pottering around on easy mountain routes, there isn't anything. And that's what got me into the outdoors, right? Was those
Yeah, it's
big,
stomping into
easy
the-
mountain scrambles and things. I was like, I think I need the mountains again now.
So what is it like when you talk on sort of, because we're really sort of big on the sort of the psychological side and the mental health side. It's like, what is it? Because there's been a few times sort of then in your life that you've gone, oh, do you know what? I need the mountains again.
Yeah.
What would you say is like a defining thing that sort of changes the way you think when you come back to these sort of areas?
I think it just puts everything into perspective. Like, there's stresses in daily life, right? And I think in the mountains there isn't any at all. Like it's, I don't know. I just think it's what life is about. Life is about engaging with the world around you and kind of just enjoying being rather than
Needing to tick off something.
yeah,
or like,
exactly. It's just, I think, like here I don't feel like, in the Peak I feel like I need to push my climbing grade. Here I
Yeah.
just feel like I need to go to the mountains. Like it's
And I suppose it brings you to sort of that, like you're present
Yeah, absolutely.
aren't you? Like,
Yeah, 100%. Especially, like I say, with the soloing.
yeah,
Like being completely alone and self-dependent in the mountains, I think feels really powerful. And you're really engaging with it, and you're really focused and dialed in on the movement in the landscape. And you feel kind of like you're a part of the mountains. You're not just like, you're not looking at it. You're not.
yeah, because it's one of those, like, people can laugh at it, but like, go back to our ancestors. That, like, years and years, it's spent just out here, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
and I think we are just meant to be. We are just a load of naked apes running
That's
around,
it.
really, aren't
Absolutely.
we? We're
Yeah,
not. We're
100%.
not meant to be. Yeah, we've got all these amazing clothes and gear now, but like,
That's it. We're not meant
it's
to be
not.
working every day and just
No.
grinding. We're supposed to just be out here.
Yeah,
That's it.
just and I think that's why people feel so good out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And you like, even
100%.
people now. I mean, the outdoors has boomed massively. Even for people sort of that live in cities now, it's like
Aye.
they're looking and going, "Where do I want to spend my weekend?" Let's drive to the Highlands. Let's drive to Lake District. Let's drive to North Wales. I think there's a correlation between everyone that. I mean, this environment just makes you feel so much better, doesn't
Absolutely.
it?
And just speaking to the people in each of these areas, people are friendlier. People are happier.
Yeah.
Generally, like you go to a city, no one wants to speak to you and ask you what you're doing today.
Yeah.
You sit on a bus next to someone here, and they're asking you where you've been and what you've done. Like
Yeah,
people are
that's
just.
so true.
I think the happiness that just existing in a place like this brings to people is huge. And then I've spoken about like how general movement makes people happy as well. I think combining the two with climbing or paddling or whatever you're doing, just I think elevates it even further. You're just engaging with the landscape in a much more.
Yeah, for sure. It's that like sort of time just to switch off and like. It's just where we fucking belong, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we
Exactly.
are
That's
just
it.
at home in the hills. Like, as much as I'm from the south, it's not the most built-up place in the world. But
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like it's been a complete U-turn, because it's like as soon as I found all of this, it was like there's no going back.
Aye.
This is where I need to.
Absolutely.
Sort
I
of
could
be.
not see myself living anywhere but a mountainous region now.
Yeah, no, for sure. The
So
same.
like it's
isn't it?
here, potentially Wales, potentially Lake District, but first part I think it's Scottish Highlands really takes the biscuit.
Yeah,
It's a lot wilder.
Yeah, I think it's within the UK. I mean, don't get me wrong. In Lake District and North Wales, you've still got a lot of areas that are quite sort of vast to people, and it's like you are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
But I feel like Scotland's like the last chunk of wilderness
absolutely.
that the UK really has to sort of offer.
100%.
And when you're sort of walking into some of those big routes over in Torridon or sort of Skye,
and
you
things,
do actually feel like, and if shit does hit the fan, you're like, oh, this is going to be a tricky
all
get
up to
out.
you.
Yeah, it's all
100%.
down
Yeah,
to
you're
us,
alone.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
And even if we call mountain rescue at this point, it could
It's
be
hours.
a fair
Yeah,
while
yeah.
before I'm
100%.
being seen. So it's making sure that you're sort of switched on to that, aren't you, really?
100%. Yeah, definitely.
So is there any sort of big plans this year? That you're sort of,
Yeah, so I've really got into the lead rope soloing.
yeah,
And the aim with that specifically was to do the big routes on the Ben and on Skye, like harder routes on the Ben
Amazing.
on Skye. So starting with like the big HVSs and E1s, and then
yeah. So you were saying about
the E2s and
Centurion, weren't
things.
you? Is
Yeah,
that
so
one
Centurion's
that's
I think the first step for it.
sick?
And I think being alone on that wall is just incredible.
Yeah.
There's something that I wouldn't want to free solo. There's like looseness towards the top, like middle pitch can be wet, and things like that. So I think lead soloing opens it up.
Yeah, and just gives you that
more in
time. I
regard.
mean, you're going back to your 11-year-old self there again,
That's
aren't
it.
you? Where you're just stomping up by yourself, but sort of in a different manner in a way.
100%. I know what I'm doing a little bit more now.
Yeah,
I'm
you've got
definitely-
more experience under your
Yeah,
belt.
that's it. 100%. And then yeah, some of the bigger routes like the Bat and Toro, I think would be incredible. And I feel like the most rewarding thing with that is like being efficient. So I mean, you tried it today. It's really slow.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, it was a bit of an eye opener for me today. It was really good to. One of the first things I wanted to do was do this today with Chris, by the way, because it was like it would give me an understanding talking to you more about the rope solo stuff. It is very, like you're saying, you need to be switched on to think about everything more
100%.
in terms of where your feet are going. That rope management needs to be sort of like pinpoint, doesn't it, really?
Absolutely.
If you're not staying on top of that, I think things could go wrong quite quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah. You flip upside down, the device isn't going to catch you.
I think that's what I've always really liked with climbing, though, is like, even before doing the rope solo stuff, is that organisation, that sort of like problem solving
Absolutely.
aspect.
Yeah.
Is that like, what goes in here? Oh, I know exactly what goes in, and having that eye to go, this nut, that cam,
absolutely,
and having that, oh, that doesn't go in, but if I do this, like, there's just so many little sort of.
And the lead solo takes it to the next level.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you've got to make 2 anchors for every pitch, one that goes up, one that goes down. You got to cover the ground 3 times over, and then you've got to think about traversing,
keeping the tension and everything as well.
That's it, absolutely, and doing all of that quickly.
Because there's one thing doing it,
rewarding.
and it's like, I mean, for me today, it was just on like a 40-50 metre route. It wasn't anything big.
Yeah.
It took me a fair chunk of time.
Aye.
I couldn't be doing that on a multi-pitch route where
that's it.
I'm just going to be suffering by the end of it.
Yeah, it'd be a big day.
Yeah, it's making sure everything's slick, I suppose.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's
so I'm willing to do it on like 200 to 400 metre routes. And yeah, I think it's really rewarding.
When it comes to the rope set, is there anybody sort of that you was like a role model in a sense that you started to look at before you started doing it and went,
absolutely. I mean, I think Pete Whitaker's kind of the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the GOAT in every sense.
Absolutely.
Isn't he, really?
His rope solo ascent of El Capitan, I think, is one of the greatest feats in climbing ever.
Not only the climb in front of that, but to stay that sort of organised and
that's it.
Know that everything's going to be just sweet.
100%. And I'm pretty sure he got the first ever flash of El Capitan. I mean, so he doesn't count it
with the.
So I'm not 100% sure if he was rope soloing with his partner. I'm pretty sure he was lead rope soloing. He doesn't take credit for it because Babsy did it in a more pure.
He's got enough to take credit for it
in a more pure way. So basically, he tried to go up the boulder problem.
Right.
Sort of the famous Alex Honnold boulder problem.
Yeah.
And fell off it. But there's another option. So you can come back down and then go up Teflon Corner, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a really insecure corner. It'd be really hard to flash.
Yeah.
And he flashes it. So he falls off this one bit, but goes a different way and goes up a different route. And to me, he's flashed the whole thing.
Yeah, but I suppose he's that elitist, isn't he? I took a fall there.
He doesn't take the credit.
Whereas, 100%. Credit where it's due. He's got a sort of.
Absolutely. And to be fair, Babsy's attempt was, I'm pretty sure it was Babsy, is way more pure. There's a true flash, no falls on the whole wall at all.
That's incredible.
So obviously he gives the credit to her, which
deserves it.
Yeah,
so they were
absolutely.
the two that sort of you were watching and going, right.
Yeah,
there's something with this. I want to give this a go.
Yeah. And
this was after
Tom Randall snapping his carabiners.
Was like one of those little life lessons to go, oh, well, he's done that. Yeah. Maybe I should be careful.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
So would you say, how long after, because I think it's within the time that I've known you that the rope soloing's taken place.
Yeah, the rope soloing's pretty
recent.
Yeah.
You'd been doing a little bit before, clearly, with the high balls back in the day.
Yeah. So I've been soloing for a long time, since I started climbing.
Right. So what I want to go into is sort of because, I mean, when I met you, you've helped me sort of progress in climbing quite a bit with sort of getting out and just going, jump on this.
First D1.
First D1, yeah. So I think your little poke to go, go on, let's start bringing up a bit. Because I think your confidence going, look, you clearly, it's all there.
Yeah, you got it.
It's just sending it at this point. But I still look at you soloing some stuff going, oh my God, because you're soloing some bits that I'm on the cusp of still leading in a sense.
Yeah.
What's going on in your head there when you're feeling a bit shaky on the wall, or when you're above a commit and move on solo?
Yeah.
What's that process looking like?
So with committing stuff, sometimes you'll good trad techers, you'll go up, have a look, come back down, go up, have a look, come back down, and then assess. And
so would you say most of the stuff you soloed, you've taken a good look at?
Past VS.
Right, okay.
Definitely. I think VSs and below are pretty chill. And I can generally just climb them.
Feel quite happy that you're going to...
Sometimes things look a bit weird and then you'll take a minute. But Beyond that, yeah, it's a slower process, and there's a lot of assessment going on, and you'll down climb a lot.
Yeah.
But before I'm committing to move, I want to be able to basically read through the whole sequence that I'm looking at before I get to the next jug, like hand jam or ledge or something.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to read through the whole thing. So that's what I'm going through. It's kind of like when you're in a bouldering gym and you're looking at the holds up, like where's the move going to go, and that's basically all I do. I'll look for the feet, especially. It's like some videos of me. I think the one that comes to mind recently for you is the storm. So you'll see me actually patting all of the feet before I go.
And that's you going cement those.
Yeah, exactly. I want that in my head. Like it's the feet that really matter, and making sure they're clean as well.
Yeah.
And then that's what you think about: is stuff clean? Are my shoes clean? I wipe off my shoes.
See, they're things that like you're not really thinking about as such leading.
Yeah.
You are in a way. I mean, I'll always do the old clean my shoe off, but that's not like a pivotal thing.
Yeah.
Whereas I suppose for you,
actually, I don't think if it's. I mean, I'm saying this is what I'm thinking of. I don't think it's quite that conscious.
Yeah.
Do
you reckon you sort of have like these
the motions?
Not superstitions, but do you think in your head you have like a plan that you always do if something's going to be committing? Like you'll always go over the same.
Yeah,
pattern.
I don't think it's not a deliberate plan, but yeah, you're right. It's like
there's like a built-in pattern that you go.
It's wipe the feet,
fine
pat
feet,
the holds.
wipe the feet. Yeah. There's like this is
it.
cemented in
Absolutely.
every climb.
Give them a bash.
Yeah.
Check they're not hollow. But yeah, I'm not necessarily thinking about it. I'm just kind of doing it. I think that's the great thing about soloing is you're not in your head at all.
It's purely focused.
Yeah. You're just really focused on what you're doing, and there's not like a conscious decision. I'm going to pat these holds down now. You're kind of just executing.
It's all just second nature. It's
absolutely.
just like it's almost flow state, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I kind of compare it to like going for like a technical run. Like some runners will run these big ridge lines and things, like sky races and things, and you're on technical terrain, you're using your hands a bit, or like going up a steep section, or going down a steep section, something that gets your heart rate up a little bit, gets you to really focus in for a second, and then you'll be back to the regular running again.
Because it's not like they're going to, I mean, they might go and revise a route and do a route, but they are, each day they run it might be slightly different.
Yeah.
And they're just thinking, how can I manage this while I'm flowing through it?
But because they're going quite quickly, they're not thinking like, I'm going to use that foot and that foot and that foot.
Yeah.
There's not the time to do that. They are flowing through it and just executing.
Yeah.
They're just running through it. That's the same for like the soloing, for sure. Like you're reading the route ahead of you, but you're not in your head about it. You're very much just flowing through it. I think that's an experience that is quite unique to soloing, and you kind of flick in and out of that quite a lot. So like you'll go through a period of jogging where you're just really just like flowing through it really, really quickly, and then you'll slow it down. The heart rate will come up a little bit, and you're much more mindful.
Yeah.
And then you'll be back to running again. And I
suppose there'll be different climbs that turn you into sort of
absolutely
the different side of you doing it. Absolutely. It might be some that you go, I'm going to be a bit slower on this one. And there might be some that you go, it's just
absolutely.
Sorry, I'm just going to check my paranoid podcast brain because this is gold. Nice. I'm happy.
Nice. And yeah, sometimes you will get in your head.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're committed at that point.
This is what I think I'm always really sort of fascinated by, is that when you're in your head, so say I'm putting you back to a scenario where you're going, fuck.
Yeah.
Why am I here? Is this stupid?
Yeah.
What do you do in that moment to regain it? Is there certain things you say
absolutely.
to yourself? Does it always change? Or
yeah, absolutely. So I was soloing a route called Oldsmanishfart. So it's like a 200-meter VS here in the Glen, known for being a bit chossy.
Is that upper tier?
Yeah, that's a really big upper tier one.
Yeah.
Biggest route in the Glen. And there's like a layback move with a spike. And the spike used to sit in the palm of the hand, and then the fingers would kind of rest in the back of this hold. And I was laybacking it, the spike breaks off in my hand, and then I drop back onto the fingers. and I'm laybacking, so like if I hadn't caught it, I'd have been off. And at that point, like that's,
Instantly, you're shaking.
absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Maybe a couple of rapid droppings. Surely.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've still got a lot of climbing to do before I'm somewhere where I can step off. And so you have to get back into it. Otherwise, like, down climbing's scarier.
Yeah. So what are you saying is this, Chris? You're okay.
That's it.
It's grounding yourself back into the moment.
Which I do through breathing.
Yeah, it's breathing your.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you had a bit of advice for people on how you breathe, what is your sort of go-to? Is there a double intake? Is there a like?
No, in that scenario, it's like deep and slow.
Just in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yeah,
and I'm like really emphasizing it. Like you'll hear me going,
yeah,
and then it'll slow again and become calmer and calmer and calmer. But you just got to get that heart rate down.
Yeah.
And then you can reassess and keep on climbing. And that's not happened very often. That I've had like an oh shit moment.
I suppose that was like that was the environment playing with you there, because clearly that rock had just. That's the thing that I find so sort of crazy with it all is, I mean, when you look at Alex Honnold and you look at sort of, I know you're doing those checks on certain holds.
Yeah.
But there can still be.
Yeah, I mean that's one people use every single time. That's a hold that's always used.
Yeah.
So like everyone pulls on that hold, and yeah, sometimes the rock.
Yeah, sometimes it's the environment that can sort of change, especially absolutely. In an area
but
where
you are very mindful of how you're climbing something with equal distribution on things and all of that, and you have to kind of have a bit of trust in your body that your body will know what to do. In that case, my body knew to grab onto the back of that hold, which is just like years of climbing that gets you that. And if that had gone, my body likely would have figured out something else. Other holds around.
Yeah, and it's having that confidence though.
Absolutely.
So you have to have a level of confidence to go, I'm getting at this.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, how am I going to do today?
Yeah.
You're rocking up, but you're coming into the Glen so often now to solo.
No.
That's what I think I'm really impressed by is just, I'm doing this today. Because I feel like I'm guilty of it on lead. I sometimes go, and it's sort of a thing that I need to block out maybe a bit more is, oh, but what if today?
Yeah.
But you can't be, when you're stepping into
my plans
solo,
change. My plans change though. So like I'll come with a plan of soloing something harder. I'll get below like I don't fancy it.
A little bit.
I'll be like,
I'm so paranoid.
yeah, so I'll come with an idea of doing something harder. I'll get to the base of it. I'm like, I don't feel it today, and then I'll go do the gutter, a diff, and just scramble around and just sit and chill.
And just see how you feel in that.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll just sit and chill for a few hours and then I'll go home.
I suppose the beauty of, I don't want to give away where we are, but the beauty of this environment.
Yeah. I think you've mentioned it a few times. Though.
Yeah, I know. We may have already given it away.
Yeah.
But the beauty of this environment is you can climb up tiers, can't you?
Absolutely.
So you can sort of, if you're doing something like that upper tier VS that you're looking at, you can play on a few and then go, oh, well, I felt okay.
Absolutely.
I didn't
you
feel
kind of
too
run
great.
between them. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So I come with a run vest. And I can do like 1,100 meters, 1,200 meters of climbing in a day.
Yeah, that's so good,
and that can be as hard or as easy as I want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's like so much fun.
That is. Is there any sort of things you've got lined up that are just strict solo? So take the rope solo away. Is there any like sort of goals within it, or is it just? Yeah,
there's a big link up on Sky that I want to do. It's not hard. It's just really big and really cool.
Yeah.
So it's Keok West. Which is a really big severe, into a route called Arrow Route, which is like a big slab, 60-meter slab. And then above that, you've got a VS called Integrity, which is really high above the Keok in Sky. That's like a lot of climbing, maybe it's like 500 meters of climbing.
Oh, sick.
But on this just sea of rock in the Kulin. I think it's just incredible. I've wanted to do that for a while. I've done Integrity on its own, but I think doing it as a link up would be really, really fun.
That's so good.
But other than that, I never really have plans for the free soloing.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like,
you'll
rock up somewhere and like if you're feeling it, you're feeling it and you'll do it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it'll be a case of I'll be there with a rope and then I'll maybe climb the route with the rope. And I'm like, you know what, actually, I think that'd be really fun as a solo. And then I'll solo the route I've just done.
Yeah, 'cause
Or
there's no harm in revising routes, is there? And
oh,
going,
absolutely,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
do you know what, this is great.
yeah,
This could go in
absolutely.
good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it turns it into it's a different experience, it's a different headspace, but it's one that's really enjoyable if you choose it right.
Yeah.
Sure, you can scare yourself if you choose it wrong.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah, if you do a route and it feels really cool, then I'm like, okay, I want to solo that.
Because it's just you and the moves at that point. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's just awesome.
like,
There's no faff. You're just flowing through it.
yeah, that's so cool.
So like, it's I can't describe it. It's just so much fun. Like I'll be absolutely beaming.
Yeah. So
And there's no adrenaline to it really.
It's just
unless you break a hold.
Yeah. You're just in that calm flow state.
Yeah, exactly. You get to the top and you're just absolutely beaming.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, I'll go for a harder route. I'll do the harder route on lead, and then there'll be something easier there that I just want to play around with afterwards. You know, like climbing's really slow with ropes, so you get so much more done if you're there soloing.
And stepping back to sort of the ropes and stuff now, we were talking a bit earlier about sort of Alps and stepping into sort of the bigger mountaineering stuff, some of the ice routes.
Yeah.
So that's sort of something that you want to start looking at a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've never been abroad.
Oh, no.
Like I've been to Ireland.
I think it's almost like it's good in a sense that you've got yourself to this level though. Like I think it's so good to take time and just like you've cemented all your skills in winter and in summer over here. So your transition to more alpine sort of looking routes, you're going to be sort of going, I'm ready for this step.
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite nerve-wracking though. Like for me, as someone that's never been around, I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah. And there's a lot more to incorporate as well, isn't there?
Absolutely. And the logistics side of it as well. For me, climbing's always just been I rock up at a place and I go climb the thing. It's never been like the logistics of passport control and all of that. That to me is the scary stuff.
So like getting actually.
So going through the security on the way to Ireland, I cried.
No way. What? So like.
Yeah. So
just what was the fear of? Like what was?
Oh, I don't know. It's just like a general anxiety, I guess, or fear. But like, so I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got my rack with me. I've got chalk with me and everything. And I'm like, I think it's cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I know what you mean, especially chalk as well.
Yeah. Exactly. But I'm going through security.
You've got your little nutbuster, so they think I'm going to stab the pilot or something.
Exactly. And I'm like absolutely shitting it. I go to this desk and there's a lady. It's very unhelpful. And I'm like, hi, I'm really nervous. I've not been abroad before. I don't know what I'm doing. Could you please show me where to go? I'm like freaking out. And it's clear I'm freaking out. And she goes, go that way.
And you're just like,
and that's it. I'm like,
no reassurance.
I'm like, okay, thank you. And then this guy comes up behind me, puts his hand on my back, and he goes, congratulations. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm thinking I've just done something wrong or something. It's like, oh, it's your first time going abroad, or first time on an international flight. I'm like, well, it's not a flight at all. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm actually kind of scared. And he goes, it's okay, I'll walk you through it. And then we go into security together, and he's like, take off your belt, take off your shoes, do all this. And I think at that point the tears actually came because of the relief.
Yeah, it's like
him helping me.
It's crazy, like it's crazy that a situation like that can do that to you. But some of your solos and some of your leads, that's where you find calmness.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I find so...
Yeah, like the flying was terrifying.
But that's what I think it's so amazing to talk to so many people doing this, because each individual is so different.
Yeah, I think everyone builds their own comfort zone through experience.
Yeah.
And some of that is quantifiable, like me just doing lots and lots of climbing. Yeah. Some of it is just how you grow up and what your life experience is.
For sure.
Dealing with stress and... things you have or haven't done. Me never going abroad as a kid and not having that experience makes me more scared for the flying.
To go and actually
and growing up I was always alone. I was a carer for my mother, so I was generally alone in that, doing things for myself, and that's kind of just how I've been raised. So doing things alone in the mountains just feels right.
That comes with a bit of ease compared to sort of being in those social environments where
100%.
you have got the pressure to go, this big alarm that everyone's going to be looking at you could go off if you don't have this, and this.
100%. You're like, oh, maybe I've done something wrong. Maybe I'm going to get arrested. Maybe like they're going to take all my climbing gear off me. All these things. It's just fear of the unknown in that.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think it's so like thank you for like sharing that, because I think it's one of those that it's like you'll always see different levels of comfort zone, and I think you're prime example in sort of that with jumping on some of the stuff you do. Some like if you swap positions with someone from like London, for example, they're going to be going, "Why is he panicking there?" But then you bring them out here, and you're going, "Well, why are they panicking?" It's just like some people would panic on just the walking.
Like, why is he crying in security?
Yeah, for sure. But then like you see some people like. Again, no offence to sort of some of the people that might, but like Penny Fan, for example, I've seen some people have pure meltdowns just on the path there. And it's like, it's no fault to their own. It's just that difference in comfort and where other people have comforts that other people might have, like
100%.
It's miles away for, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so interesting to see sort of the dynamics.
Like, I really struggle to walk into a pub on my own.
So you like being with...
I have to message friends like, can you come out and walk me in the pub?
Yes,
I get really anxious, and it's really unpleasant for me.
Yeah, which is like completely fair enough. But then you see yourself. What's so amazing is you see you in your element.
Absolutely.
Out here.
100%.
And it's amazing to sort of join you on the rock in that sense.
And for me, I think that's all telling that we're not meant to be just in the pubs all the time.
No,
we're not meant to be at house parties or going through weird security things at airports. We're meant to be in the mountains.
Yeah.
In my experience of it, like for me, I feel ridiculously comfortable here, and all of that is really uncomfortable and anxiety-inducing. So for me, this is where we as humans are meant to be. But everyone has their own definition of where they think they are meant to be.
See, I think my sort of definition would be sort of a mixture of the two. Because sometimes I find myself a bit sort of. I think again, it's sort of going back to my upbringing in Swindon, which is quite a sort of built up area down south, which I mean everywhere down south compared to up here, there's so many people that you aren't always sort of socialising in that sense. And I feel like I'm that somewhere in between. I need a bit of a social, but then I also need that time to go, nope, I just need to sort of go and be in my van.
100%.
And I think the last sort of 4 years in my van has really given me that time to just go. 100%. I notice now that I'd say I'm definitely swinging more towards your sort of head of, no, I need to be on my own and sort of go and just be in a mountainous area and sort of switch off.
Yeah, for me, I could be alone every day of the week and be perfectly happy. And I think when I go out with partners, the most rewarding thing for me is getting them on things that are rewarding for them.
Yeah.
So I've got friends that like literally just climb HSs and VSs.
Paranoid's kicking back in.
I've got friends that literally just climb HSs and VSs.
Yeah.
It's obviously stuff that I would just walk up and solo any day of the week, but I choose to second that with them all the time because for them it's really rewarding and I actually really enjoy that. Like putting you on your first E1.
Yeah, for sure.
Taking your rope soloing. I got much more out of watching you do that than the other climb I did earlier in the day.
Yeah. And it's like, so in that sense, you want to go down sort of we were discussing earlier, maybe some of the qualifications.
Absolutely.
And like, would you say that's part of your future, if you had like sort of a 2-year, 5-year and a 10-year plan, would you say that involves teaching people and showing them
absolutely
sort of the experience you've gained?
2-year plan would be ML.
Nice.
And then beyond that would be MCI.
Amazing.
It's just the money.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're lucky you're in a position where the kit.
The kit is cheaper.
With
working in an outdoor shop.
There's always me running around, Chris, can I?
Yeah, that's it.
Help me out.
Yeah, absolutely. Super for that, but that's something that I've like deliberately done. Right, is get myself into an outdoor shop.
It's you definitely played the cards well there. For sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you do want to go down sort of the teaching front, and
I definitely want to go down.
It's really rewarding, isn't it? I think it's sort of 100%. Same as you in that sense. It's like I'm not the best climber or the best paddler in the world, but sort of passing on knowledge that's been given
100%.
to me.
I mean, I think for me it comes from that MCI that took me out.
Yeah.
as a kid, right?
For sure.
And then passing it forward. I think, and we talked about like why are we here? I think part of it is to inform the next person and
Yeah.
introduce them to why we think we're here.
Yeah, this could lead on sort of like we've been talking a little bit about the sort of social media and how that's dived into things a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like it's being careful with it as well, though, isn't it?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, I mean, we've spoken about certain people that popped up that we're not going to name that have done very little mountaineering, or they're getting into it for the first time. And fair enough, they get a lot of hype towards it and feel they need to pass it on, which I understand, right?
Yeah.
But then in the outdoors, there's a huge risk element
It's
that isn't considered.
that like we're stupid if we just beat around the like it's death is knocking on the door when you're stepping in mountainous environments, unless you know what you're doing and you're very confident in your ability. It's not a thing, like you can't take it lightly, can you?
100%.
Whether you're jumping in a boat or you're jumping on sort of the rock, you need to think about sort of the things you're doing and knowing why you're doing those certain things.
Yeah, and I think it's really difficult because the barrier to entry is so high.
Yeah.
Like, I learned by taking the risks, which I wouldn't actually recommend.
Yeah, for sure.
To anyone.
But I think that's like with your social sort of pages as well. It's like I respect it because it's just this is what I'm doing today. This is what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing at the moment. You never sort of tailor it in a way that's like
you should go solo this.
Yeah, and I think this is like it's a big sort of talking point around the mountains altogether, isn't it? It's like unless you are a guide, working guide, MCI, winter MCI, I don't think unless you're in that sort of category, you can't really speak on
certainly not
education.
on social media, certainly. Yeah.
Because there's just so many eyes, isn't there? I mean, social media is sort of what is, and I'm all for people getting into the outdoors. I really want to promote what we do and why we love it so much. Hence why we're sort of doing this podcast. We just want to share people's knowledge and experience.
Absolutely.
But I would never point and tell someone to do a certain thing.
I think the best advice is to build it up really slow. If you want to get out
climbing,
go walking.
One of the questions we got so we sent out some questions to everyone.
Right.
One of them was your advice on how you get into climbing.
Yeah. I think the best way is to, if it's outdoor climbing is your goal, there's two routes. You go indoors and you'll learn to climb indoors. You learn to use ropes indoors. Or if you're really keen to get outside, go walking. If you've done that before, go scrambling. If you've done that before, save up, get a guide for a day and do an intro to trad course. They're not that expensive. It's an investment into a huge world ahead of you.
It will open your eyes up
100%.
as well, because watching a guide or a winter MCI or an MCI sort of work in front of you, you do physically and visually go, there's levels to this.
100%.
There is levels to this.
Absolutely. Stuff. And then winter especially, there's a huge danger element. The risk goes way, way higher.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the walking experience, where lots of accidents have happened this year, is climbers getting into winter climbing that don't have any winter walking experience, and then they are doing silly things like tripping up in the crampons, stepping on the side of the crampons, or getting avalanched. Like they just don't have the easy mountaineering experience before they tried to go climb this thing. And it's the walk-offs and walk-ins where things happen. Same's true with rock climbing. Like I think you've got to build it up slower than you think. Because
it's just knowing why you're doing things, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's one thing building an anchor, sitting on it. But why have you built that certain anchor?
100%.
And why is this going to benefit you? To do the next part? Or there's you see some videos of just people, like the one that I really back, and I've sort of JB Mountain Skills.
Yes.
I think because he comes from a very qualified background. I mean, Jack Tomset as well, aspirant guide.
Yeah.
So I've seen him put a few things up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, like,
And talk about the nuances. More,
yeah, I will be,
from them.
yeah, like you're listening to them and watching them going, there's valid experience behind sort of why,
Absolutely.
and they're telling you exactly why you're doing this, this, and
Absolutely.
this from years and years of
Exactly.
experience, isn't it?
Rather
And I
than
think,
just saying, this is how you rescue yourself from a crevasse from your living room.
yeah, it's just, and
It's
but there's no like detail on it, and
absolutely.
it just concerns me because it's just where like, this is where sort of you look at the mount, you feel sorry for mountain rescue at points, don't you? And like, you never want to take anything away from them and say sort of like, I mean, they're always happy to help,
100%.
no matter who
Absolutely.
it is. All the guys that
And they're doing it because they enjoy it to an extent. We cater to a lot of them in the shop, and they're doing it because they love doing it, and they want to give back to the community, and they like being out.
But they are.
But when things happen that are just a bit stupid,
yeah,
it's just horrible. Like going out with your dog in winter, for example, and then they're having to rescue the dog. They have nothing but contempt for the.
Yeah, and it's just like things that can be glorified online, can't they? Like, it's just, I think some people just need to be careful.
Absolutely, I've had a few online scraps with some of the influencers.
I bet some people are going for you though with some of the rope solos and the solos and all of that stuff. Have you had your fair bit of heat?
So there's the odd like solo thing that gets a little bit. It's usually when I'm like hanging from one arm and things like that.
Yeah.
Which I understand.
Yeah.
It's a flex.
And it's you're just having a bit of fun.
But I'm not gonna let go, right? And it's actually. So
but it's not like you're saying do this.
Exactly. Yeah. And like,
do you know what I mean?
And there's no way anyone would see that and go, I'm going to climb that thing. They wouldn't be able to get to it.
Yeah.
Because unless they can climb it.
Yeah.
Mentally or physically. But in that situation, it's not just the flex. Like hanging from one arm when you're soloing feels pretty cool. Like it feels awesome. Like the rush from that, like you've been flowing really gently and then you're just soaking it all in.
Yeah.
And it feels absolutely, especially in an exposed position, just like it feels
level
incredible.
Of excitement.
Absolutely.
The endorphins just
100%. Like you've been so chill the whole time, just really relaxed. Like, I was
so did you catch a bit of heat for that one? Was there some people
going, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Which I understand, I get. But for the most part, people are actually quite understanding. Like, it's quite funny, on UKC, all of my soloing pictures get 1 star every time. Right.
What's that? Is that just one person hating?
So no, it's a few actually. So anytime I post a soloing picture, it's really low votes.
Right.
So I think people aren't like, coming out and saying it, but there's definitely like a little bit of concern towards soloing, which I understand. It's high consequence, but for the right person, low risk. If they're choosing their stuff right and they're very sensible and very experienced, the risk is low. Like, me with the understanding of movement and the climbs that I'm on, I'm not going to fall on them. Sure, the consequence of falling will be very high, but falling doesn't come into it. Like, I'm not going to fall. So the risk, as far as I'm concerned, is very low.
And you're taking that step. You're the one, like, you're not endangering anyone else.
Absolutely.
I think just these people's heat must just come from concern.
Yeah, and lack of understanding. It's people that they don't know what. They know soloing as being something really dangerous.
And they don't know
really dangerous.
I suppose.
Yes, exactly.
They don't know you, everything behind the scenes, and like, there's a lot of reasons pointing to why you've ended up on this little journey, which is sort of soloing, then, isn't it? So
yeah, absolutely.
It's like, maybe take a minute to get to know you before slating.
Absolutely.
As such.
But I get it, and I quite like the drama.
Yeah. You got to play on it a little bit.
Exactly, exactly.
A little bit.
I'll post that 100. It gets me engagement on Instagram, right? So, you got to play with it a little bit.
Yeah,
a bit of rage baiting goes a long way sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the most part, people are very understanding. Soloing has been a part of trad since the beginning of it. It is trad climbing.
Yeah.
And climbers generally get it. generally, not always. I have had people whilst I've been soloing be quite angry with me if I'm climbing on a route next to them, for example. Some people feel responsible if something happens, which I also understand to some extent, not knowing the person that's doing it.
Yeah.
As far as someone is concerned that doesn't understand it, I could fall at any moment. So I understand the fear.
Their concern. It's just
I'm always happy to
concern, isn't it? Everybody's just concerned that they'll have to pick up the pieces, or do you know what I mean? In that sense, so
which I completely get.
It's come from like sometimes a good place, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then you might have just some people who are just actually just like, oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we don't like him.
And the downvoting on my pictures is just quite funny, I think.
Downvoting, yeah.
Yeah, on UKC.
Yeah, just going thumbs down.
Yeah,
as opposed to
that's
thumbs up.
But yeah, no, I mean it's all good crack.
Yeah.
But generally, people receive it quite well.
Nice.
Especially in the climbing community.
Yeah.
I think people just can't get
Another question we got was about your hair.
Oh, yes.
How do you keep those luscious locks so fine?
Aussie shampoo.
Aussie, is that the little hidden...
Aussie shampoo.
Do you know what? My mum would back that. My mum would always have a go at me when I was sort of little, and that if I touched any Aussie stuff,
it's really good.
When I lived at home, I would get slapped.
Oh, yeah.
So
you can get it now.
I can get my own, no. I've got PTSD towards it on the shelf.
And leave in Aussie conditioner. Leaving Aussie conditioner, the spray thing.
That's what makes your locks so special.
That's it. And then lots of sweat.
Yeah, that's got to be in the mix.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely got to be.
I've just not cut it in years.
When was the last time you did sort of cut it?
Well, I had an ex-girlfriend that made me trim it.
Is that why she's ex?
Exactly, that's it. She cut my hair. Strength went. No, the last time I had a proper haircut was before I moved to Skye.
Oh Christ!
It's what, like?
That's good going. That
8 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that.
Christ alive, that is good going.
But it was buzz cut.
Full
buzz
skinhead.
cut.
Full skinhead.
Yeah.
Did you just look in the mirror and go, never again?
That's it.
This can't be.
I just got lazy.
Yeah, you just.
I was in Slate and Skye, so there's no hairdressers around, and I can't drive, so
so
actually getting to a hairdresser's a day out. Yeah. And it's a day out I could go climbing, so I just never bothered cutting it.
Bothered,
That's it. And the beard also grew out quite a lot.
It does work well. You've got the nice thickness
of combo.
It's like a dream to have something as thick as that one day.
Yeah, that's it.
Fingers crossed. I've only got the little puby three-piece. The little three-piece.
That's it.
The little, what's it? Anonymous mask.
Yes. Yeah, you do. No, it's
One day.
That's it. Miracle grow.
Yeah. But we'll have to sort something soon, won't we? We'll have to organise some climbing.
Oh, absolutely.
Soon. It's always a pleasure to get out with you.
Yeah.
And I think we can call it a wrap there. Thank you very much for sort of coming on and talking about all this stuff. Because
pleasure.
It's sometimes not easy, especially when you whack a camera and a microphone in front of your face to sort of vent and get some of this stuff out.
It's nice actually putting things into words.
Yeah.
It's not something I actually talk about much, right? It's like, it's just certainly the intricacies of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm on my own, right? I'm not.
Thank you. We appreciate it massively, sort of coming on. It means a lot. So, and thank you for showing me the rope solo stuff.
That's
been really good,
it.
really good to look into it all. And I think it is something that I'm going to play with a bit more, sort of, especially for those days by yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely. You still want to get out on the rock. I think it's a nice alternative.
100%. And with this, you can actually scale yourself a bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of squeaky bum time. It's almost like we were saying earlier. It's that starting climbing again, isn't it?
100%. Oh, it's relearning everything.
So thank you for showing me the ropes and talking to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll call it a wrap there. See you later.
Stunning.